everyone, thanks for watching today. We are going to be making a headband today, but the headband is going to be cable crochet. So I'll teach you how to do the cable crochet stitches. But before we start, I want to point out we do have a Facebook page, so make sure that you join our Facebook and also subscribe to our channel so you can get weekly updates on new videos. And yeah, just like us on Facebook so you can see, and make sure you comment to this post or subscribe to my channel and like this video if you learned something. Now today we're going to be using a G sized hook, which is 4.25 millimeters, and we're just using worsted weight yarn. Just regular, I use Red Heart yarn. You can use whatever worsted weight you have available. And we're using gray today, and you can use whatever color you like, just one color, and mine is all tangled up here. So let's get started. We're going to start by doing a slip knot. If you're unsure on how to make a slip knot, there are videos out there to show you how to do so. And we're basically making like a rectangle, and then we're going to be sewing it in a seam in the back. Okay, so first what I need you to do is chain 13. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and 13. And now in the second chain from the hook and across, we are going to do one single crochet in each stitch. What I like to do, so you can see the stitches like this, and we usually work through this upper one right here, but what I like to do for a clean edge is actually turn this so you can see the back, and you can see these ridges. There's a ridge there, 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 these back ridges here. So I'm going to work through those, and that will give it a clean edge. So I'm going to do that. So just do insert your hook in the chain, yarn over and pull through, and yarn over and pull through 2. So that's our first single crochet. So just do one single crochet in each chain across, and then at the end of this you'll just have 12 single crochet. Alright, so that was row 1 of our project. Now you should have something that looks a little like this. Now we are going to go on to row number 2, and what I need you to do is just chain up 2, 1 and 2, turn your work, so you're looking at the back here, and we are going to work 1 half double crochet in each stitch across. Now you can either have the chain up 2 be considered a stitch, and then you would not work in this first stitch, then you would work into this next stitch. You can kind of see that there is a stitch right here underneath the chain 2. You would not work in there, you would just work in the next one if your chain up 2 is considered a stitch. It's up to you. I'm not going to be using this as a stitch just because I just count better with me putting a stitch in here, and it won't be a big gap. I feel like the chain up 2 will allow there to be a kind of a gap between this next stitch. So it's up to you, but I'm just do 1 half double crochet across on row number 2. So go into that, or yarn over and then go into that first stitch there, yarn over and pull through, and then yarn over and pull through all 3 loops on your hook. Okay, that's a half double crochet. So just continue doing 1 half double crochet across, and I'll meet you back up when we're going on to row number 3. Alright, so now this is what your work should look like. We just did row number 2 where we just did half double crocheting all the way across, and now we're going to go on to row number 3. Just chain up 2, so 1 and 2 there, turn your work, and then we're going to half double crochet in the next 3 stitches. Okay, so go into that first stitch there, 1, oops, I'm sorry, the next 4 stitches. This first stitch, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, so we have 4 half double crochet, and then front post treble crochet around the next 4 stitches. So what the heck is the front post double crochet? Just yarn over twice, and then we're going to go into this stitch right here, right here. So make sure there's 1, 2, 3, 4 on the row below, and you're going into the 5th one, okay? So yarn over twice, go between the 2. See how when you push this apart, you see there's a post here, there's a post here, and there's a post here. So we're going to be working around this middle post here, okay? So you see there's 1, 2, 3, 4. We're working around the 5th post from row 2, okay? So just yarn over twice, go in between the 2 stitches here, go around the back of that post, and go through this space here. Then yarn over and pull that through, okay? Then yarn over and pull through 2 loops, yarn over and pull through 2 more loops, and then last, yarn over and pull through 2. That is a front post treble crochet. Okay, so do that same thing around the next stitch. And I'll do this a little slower so you can see how I'm doing this. Okay, so now next stitch, that was 1 and 2, so we have to do the 3rd one, so go around that post, yarn over and pull through, yarn over and pull through, oops, I didn't yarn over twice, starting over. So you have to yarn over twice, go into behind that post right there, yarn over and pull through, yarn over and pull through 2, yarn over and pull through 2, and yarn over and pull through 2. Okay, so there's 3. Do the last one here, yarn over twice, go behind that post from the front. We're going in from the front, behind it, back through the front. Okay, that's a front post treble right here. Alright, so I did my 4 front post treble crochets, and then in the last 4 stitches we are just going to do 1 half double crochet in each of those. So be sure though you kind of can see this one right here is kind of hidden behind this post, so just make sure you don't miss that one. Okay, so just do a half double crochet in 1 half double crochet in each of the last 4 stitches on this row. Three and 4. Okay, so that was row number 3. So you can see this is starting the 3D effect. You can see these 4 are really popping out here, and then these are flat. Okay, so now going on to row number 4, chain 2 and turn your work. Okay, so you can see the back here, you can see that it's defined that this is the back end now. This is going to be laying against your forehead basically, or around your head. This is the back and this is the front. Okay, so having the back side face you, we are working on row number 4, so we chained up 2 and turned our work. We're going to half double crochet in the next 4 stitches. 1, 2, 3, and 4. All right, and then it says to front post treble, let's see, no, half double crochet in the next 4. Okay, back post treble crochet around the next 4. Okay, so we're gonna yarn over twice. Now around these 4 stitches we are going to do a back post treble. What does that mean? Instead of going through the front and through the front like this, we are actually going through the back, forward, and then through the back that way, around that post, yarning over and pulling through. Oops. There we go. Yarn over and then pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, and yarn over and pull through 2. So just finishing our treble. Okay, so I'll do that again. Yarn over twice, going around the next one with a back post, meaning going through the back to the front, to the back again, yarning over and pulling through, and then yarning over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, and yarn over, pull through 2 to finish your treble. Okay, so again, next stitch, yarn over twice, go from the back to the front, back to the back, and then yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, and yarn over and pull through 2. All right, on to our last one here. We're going to yarn over and twice, go in from the back to the front, and then back to the back. Yarn over and pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, and yarn over and pull through 2. All right, and then on the last 4 stitches, we just want to do 1 half double crochet in each of those. That's 1, 2, 3, and 4. There you go. Okay, so that was row number 4. Now we are going on to row number 5, and this is where the fun part starts. This is where the cabling starts. So chain up 2, turn your work. You can see this is the front already. It's already having that really big 3D effect, which is really cool. And now row number 5 says 1 half double crochet in the next 4 stitches. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, now we are going to do the cabling. So let me untangle my yarn and I'll show you how to do that. Okay, so we're going to do skip the first 2 cables, or first 2 treble here, and we're going to first start working in these, and then we're going to come back to these, okay? So it says skip the next 2 stitches and do a front post treble, so yarn over twice, round 3 and 4. So this is 1, 2, 3, and 4. So do a front post treble around 3 first, the 3rd post, front post treble, and do a front post treble around the very next one, post number 4. So again, front post treble is yarning over twice, going in between the stitches around the post, yarning over, pulling through, yarn over and pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, and yarn over and pull through 2. Okay, so we basically just we skipped these 2 first, then we did a treble in the 3rd post and in the 4th around the 4th post there. Now we are going to do a treble around the 2 skipped ones. So we're going to go back to the very first one, So yarn over twice, go back around the very first post, yarn over and pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, and yarn over and pull through 2. Okay, so now it's going to get a little jumbled here, but you have to spread apart your stitches and kind of, manipulate the stitches so you can actually see. And now we have this one left. So this is the second post from that grouping. So we have to do a treble front post around, or front post treble crochet stitch around that one. Okay, so now if you can see, you won't be able to see it right away, but it basically makes an X, which is really cool, like so. So now we just have to do half double crochet in the remaining stitches, which are over here, and that's 4. So 1 half double crochet in the last 4 stitches. Okay, and now for the rest of the pattern, we are actually going to be repeating what we did for row 4 and row 5. Okay, so I'll show you again, and then I'll leave you on your own. Chain up 2, and basically repeat what we did for row number 4, which was doing a half double crochet in the first 4 stitches. 1, 2, 3, and 4, and then we're going to manipulate these again. So, okay, you can see the next 4 stitches. So it says to do a back post treble. Okay, so now it's an X, but you have to make sure. So you're looking from the back. We're actually going to be working around this one first. Okay, so going from the back in between the stitches, which is the one right next to that last half double crochet, and then around that one, pulling it through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, and yarn over, pull through 2. So on to the next one, yarn over twice, go in between those stitches. From the back, we are doing back post treble. Okay, now we have these 2 left. Okay, so yarn over and go around that one from the back. Alright, and our very last one here. Okay, and then we have these last 4. We obviously know that we just have to do 1 half double crochet in each of the last 4 stitches. Okay, and I'll show you what the front looks like now. If you turn your work, you can see that this looks awesome. Basically looks like this is going like this, and this one's going underneath and going like across. So that is a cable crochet. Okay, so now we're going to continue working, and we're going to be working row number 5 again for this row. So we're repeating what we did for row 5 for the next row. So chain up 2, and I already turned my work, so we're looking at the front of our work here, and do 1 half double crochet in the next 4 stitches. And now we are working our cable. So yarn over twice, go to the very 3rd post from the previous row, go in from the front to the back, in back through the front, So you're basically wrapped around that post, and yarn over and pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, and yarn over and pull through 2. And now yarn over twice, and we're going to go into the next one after that, through the front, around it, yarn over and pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, and yarn over and pull through 2. Okay, now we're not done. We have to yarn over twice and go to the very first post of that grouping, way back here, and go through the front to the back, back to the front, yarn over and pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over and pull through 2, and yarn over and pull through 2. Then yarn over twice again, and our very last stitch we have is that second post from that 4 grouping. So we're going to go in between the stitches like that, yarn over and pull through, yarn over and pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, and yarn over and pull through 2. Okay, now we have to these last 4 stitches on our row, so just do 1 half double crochet in each one of those. Alright, so now you see it like this. Alright, and I'll be sure to link the pattern. I'm actually working this off of a variation of a pattern that I found online. I'll tell you who it's by, and I'm just making the headband part of it. It's by Country Willow Designs, and she makes this Rockin' Cables hat, but around the bottom band of it she uses this headband portion. So I'll put the pattern to the link to her pattern in my description of this video so you can see her pattern, and basically you just have to make the hat band, which is, I'm making just this headband today using her pattern. So just continue this pattern, repeating rows 4 and 5 to the length you need. At the end, when I get to the end, I'm just going to, I'll let you know how many rows I do or how long I make it. You basically want to make it about 18 to 20 inches if you're long, if you're going to be making it for an adult size head. So just keep that in mind. When you're making this, you want to end on row 5, okay? So, or end doing row 5, which is this cable style row, because I will show you how to do the last few rows to finish this off and how to stitch this together. So continue doing this variation, repeating what we did for rows 4 and 5, and I will meet you back up when I've made my mine the size that I need it. Okay, so now I've finished making my band. I'm gonna measure here. Mine is about 20 inches. My head size is actually 21 inches, so but this is quite stretchy, which is one thing I really like about Red Heart yarn, is that it is very stretchy. So just keep that in mind. You know, if you want to measure a certain, like if somebody's head size, if it's a child and their head circumference is about 18 inches, when you measure, you want to stretch it, not too much where it's going to be like suffocating the person's head, but stretch it enough when you're measuring so that, you know, you don't want it to be too loose when it fits around their head. So mine's about 20 inches, and in the pattern it says to do 63 rows, but I ended up only doing 43. I guess my stitches are just a little looser, and maybe their head size was a little bigger. So in the pattern it's going to say, you know, do 63 rows, but I only did 43. And then the next row is going to be, so it really doesn't matter, I mean, just go however far you want. You can really see the 3D effect. I mean, the cable crochet is really looking awesome here. So moving on to the next round, or row, so you ended on doing row 5, which is this cable row here. So chain up 2 and turn your work. So we're looking at the back of the work. And we're just going to do 1 half double crochet in each stitch across. So for 12 half double crochets. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Alright, now we're going to chain 1 and turn our work. So we're looking at the front here. And we want to single crochet around the entire piece, okay? Because this edge here kind of looks a little jaggedy, and just to make it nice and even, we're just going to chain 1 and then turn your work, looking at the front of our work. We're just going to do 1 single crochet in each stitch across this top portion here, and 1 in each stitch, like this. And then we're going to work along the edge. So what I like to do to make a clean corner is put 2 single crochet in that same stitch in the corner, and then just do 1 single crochet in each row. So I said I had 43 rows, so I'm going to do 43 single crochet across here. And basically, I mean, wherever your hook fits on the side portion, so you can see where I'm putting mine, and just kind of put yours where you feel like it fits, you know. And this will be the edge then, so it'll be a nice clean edge. So just single crochet all the way around, and then I'll show you how to close the edges, and we will be finished. Alright, so now I've just crocheted around the edge here, and you can see it's a very clean edge now, very even. It looks very nice. So I'm just going to do this one last single crochet here, and then I'm going to fasten off. What I usually do to fasten off is just slip stitch in that same single crochet and do the slip stitch, and then I chain 1, but hang on, no, I just slip stitch because we're actually going to close this. So what I'm going to do is take so you're looking at the inside, okay, so fold it in half and look at the inside like so, and line up your stitches, and we are going to single crochet across. So go in to this one, through to the other side, so going through 2 loops on this one and 2 loops on this one. And you can either do a single crochet like this, or you can just slip stitch across. Maybe it'll just be easier to slip stitch across. So just line up your stitches, yarn over, and pull all the way through, doing slip stitches. Okay, you can do single crochet, it's up to you. I think that slip stitches are just as easy, and it's a clean edge. So we're almost finished here. Just do slip stitching all the way across like that. Okay, and then just fasten off. I usually just chain 1 and cut my yarn. So then you can see this is the back end, okay, and I'll sew that in later off camera, but this is our front end, and you can see now our headband is complete. So just fasten off and sew in your end, and you have a lovely headband, like so. So I hope you learned something in this video. Please subscribe to my channel and like this video if you learned something, and make sure to check out the links in the description of this video because my link to my Facebook is in there, and I will also link the pattern I did this variation off of. The pattern that I'm going to show in the description. On her pattern, this is the band around the forehead, but then she goes on to making it into a hat. So, I mean, you can read her pattern, and if you feel so inclined to do so, you can make the hat portion of this and do your own kind of thing. So, I hope you learned how to do the cable crochet. It's a very nice stitch, and you can do this with a lot of other pieces. So, thank you so much for watching, and happy hooking!